Feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges? Struggling to rebuild after a setback or longing for a true fresh start? You're not alone. But what if I told you that a story written over 2,000 years ago holds the exact blueprint you need to rise from the rubble, to rebuild what was broken, and to thrive beyond what you thought was possible? In this episode, we unlock ancient wisdom from the book of Nehemiah, revealing timeless strategies to overcome adversity and rebuild stronger than ever in 2025 and beyond. The story begins in ruins. Jerusalem's walls lay shattered, its gates burned, its people discouraged and divided. It's a picture of devastation, not just physical, but emotional and spiritual. Maybe that's where you find yourself today, facing the ruins of plans that didn't work, dreams that collapsed, or relationships that fell apart. But Nehemiah's response to brokenness was different. He didn't look away. He didn't settle for despair. He felt the burden deeply, and that burden became his blueprint. His tears turned into strategy. His pain became purpose. And through that divine burden, he discovered a path to revival that still speaks to us today. Nehemiah teaches us that vision begins with awareness, but it doesn't end there. When he heard the news, he prayed, planned, and prepared. He secured royal permission, gathered resources, and set out on a mission not just to rebuild walls, but to restore dignity. He didn't act rashly. He acted wisely. He inspected the damage quietly before calling others to join him, showing that true leadership begins not with loud words, but with thoughtful vision. In your own life or business, maybe you've been waiting for the perfect moment to rebuild. Nehemiah shows that the perfect moment rarely comes. You create it by starting, but vision alone isn't enough. As soon as Nehemiah began rebuilding, opposition arose. Sanballat and Tobiah mocked, threatened, and conspired. Sound familiar? Every great rebuilding project attracts resistance, whether it's external criticism, internal doubt, or the quiet voices that whisper, "You can't do this." Yet Nehemiah didn't stop. He built with a trowel in one hand and a sword in the other, working and defending at the same time. That's the mindset you need when life pushes back. You build with focus, but you stay guarded with faith. You work hard, but you also stay spiritually alert. And Nehemiah faced more than outside attacks. Inside the walls, he uncovered exploitation, injustice, and division. Proof that rebuilding often exposes hidden cracks. But instead of ignoring the issues, he confronted them with integrity. He reminded the people that revival is not just about structures, it's about hearts. And that's what makes Nehemiah's story so powerful. He built walls, yes, but he also rebuilt community. His approach to leadership was not domination, but delegation. He empowered others to take ownership. Families repaired the sections near their homes. Merchants rebuilt near their shops. Priests near their temples. Everyone had a role. Everyone had a stake. Unity became their strength. Imagine what could happen in your own environment, your business, your neighborhood, even your family, if people came together with a shared vision and a common purpose. But what truly sustained Nehemiah wasn't strategy alone. It was faith. Before every major decision, he prayed. Before every confrontation, he sought divine wisdom. His leadership flowed from his relationship with God, showing us that spiritual resilience fuels practical success. You can't rebuild on willpower alone. You need divine alignment. And after 52 days of relentless work, the wall stood tall again. What began in ashes ended in celebration, but Nehemiah didn't stop there. He knew true rebuilding goes beyond the physical. It's about restoring identity, purpose, and worship. He led reforms that shaped not just a city, but a people. The revival became complete only when the heart matched the structure. So what can you take from Nehemiah's blueprint today? When life falls apart, rebuild. When opposition rises, stand firm. When others lose hope, lead with vision. And when the work gets hard, remember that faith and perseverance can turn ruins into renaissance. Your story isn't over. Maybe you're standing before your own broken wall right now, but just like Nehemiah, you can rise again. The tools are in your hands, the vision is in your heart, and the favor of God is your covering. Start rebuilding. Start believing. Start thriving. If this message stirred something in you, subscribe to Business Blueprint for more timeless strategies drawn from Scripture, because sometimes the oldest wisdom builds the newest success.